Andy's anticipating something big there. Look.
I'm ready.
You're
I'm
ready?
ready for this.
For
everything.
Didn't know he was anticipating my penis.
Take it away.
Yeah, still let that one slide.
Let that one sit there.
The Earth Sandwich Podcast. Good morning, fellas. How are we?
Good morning. Well, your evening. Good evening.
My evening.
I'm well.
Good evening.
I'm very well.
I'm well. I'm awake. Had the oven man round this morning, so that was nice. Nice surprise at 8 o'clock in the morning to get a call from your landlords going, "Hello, there's a bloke at the door."
Oh, that would have been nice, wouldn't it?
Who is he? Don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, time.
I don't know, but he's holding a machete and he's got a balaclava on.
And he's got lots of tanks of gas with
And he's
him.
coming in no matter what.
Please let him in.
He's gonna blow up your shit.
Decent. How's your day going?
It's going good. It's going good. Woke up quite late, so I haven't
very
made much of it. But it's been great actually. It's the first time since I've been back in Australia, so probably about nearly 3 months now, that it's been below 30
Nice.
during the day.
Very cool.
So it's quite
So
nice. Sorry,
go ice skating or something?
Second day. Yesterday it rained for the first time since I got back.
Going up
Yeah.
to the mountains today for a ski.
I went up to the mountains yesterday. Actually, yesterday still hit 30 and then rained in the afternoon. Yeah, it's interesting. I went to a cidery yesterday. That was quite cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
went to a cider
Cheers.
place. And
Any of them beat the mighty Rockets?
oh yeah. so
really?
Rockets is the cider brewed in Guernsey. And that's really good.
Where at one point we all
At
lived.
one point we all lived, and it was really, really good. I mean, well, there were a lot of different tastes. They had five different ones we were tasting, which apparently were different to the 5 different ones that were available like a month ago. I'm just going to let that go.
Yeah, just that sheer hydration.
Sorry, I'd brushed my teeth and it kind of. Ugh. Sorry, carry on.
Man's is hydrated.
Yeah.
The
Fresh.
highlight of it for me was they had this board with like the 9 apples that they like grew on these orchards, and most of them had like standard names. It was like Pink Ladies is Pink Lady is quite a big one over here,
Classic.
and it was like 7 other standard names, and then the last one was just Jonathan, and I was like, oh, all right,
There's one tree in
good
the
stuff,
back.
Jono, keep it up, yeah.
Just give it a little fist
He's
bump
John,
when we
mate.
walk past.
But it was
Yeah, what's
it
up?
was good. It was really good. The food was amazing. It was a bit more pricey than what I'd usually spend on food and stuff, but it was absolutely worth it. Like definitely a get
Well,
with people thing.
guess it's kind of the same as going on like a wine tasting
Yeah.
or going to a winery or
Yeah.
like a vineyard, like that kind of thing, which we're doing in the summer. We're going over to France for insert name here's Dad's birthday. So we're going over for that.
Weird name. It's Andy.
Andy's. It's Andy's.
You just want to say it.
Yeah, we're going over to France for his birthday, and we're going to go to like a vineyard and just basically spend the whole day getting
Nice.
wankered. Sounds great.
Nice.
Is it? I thought that I've never actually been alcohol tasting, believe it or not. But
Neither.
have you not? You're gonna get wankered.
haven't, no, yeah.
Isn't the whole purpose is that you're supposed to like go like give it a little gargle and then go?
I mean, like
Yeah, but then you
don't
drink
spit
it.
it out. But I mean, like the
I thought you do spit it
no,
out.
Wine
you
you
don't
do,
spit it out.
apparently.
Oh, wine you do.
Wine you go, and then you go to oxygenate it.
Sorry, what was that,
and then
bud?
you go- and then go because then when you spit it out, it leaves the taste without leaving any of the residue in the back of your throat and your stuff.
So when
But
you
then
try the
after
next
you've
one,
tasted them, yeah, you just get wankered.
oh yeah, true. So once you've been classy and spat it all out again, you can then
Oh,
just
yeah, you just get to acid.
just get sauced.
Um,
After trying like
basically,
10
yeah.
different ones, you can just have one for the rest of the night.
the cider
just
cider
pour
tasting I did,
10.
it was like 5 little ones, right? So it was a little amount, so I was still okay to drive after it, right? It was just little. It was genuinely just tastings, right?
5 and drive after all.
I think probably all 5 of them alone would have constituted 1 pint. I think, like,
fair.
so it was like, you know what I mean? And I was there for like 3 hours. If I can't drive after that, it's probably not my thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah, but no, it was good, and it was interesting that like the one orchard. Obviously, it's different apples in the orchards and things, but this one place just makes so many different types and flavors and things. It's really cool. So we got a couple. We got a couple crates as well to bring back, which cost. So it was like $160 for the meal, which is about £80, I think, something like that. So yeah, a bit pricey. And then we spent the same amount pretty much on these crates of cider that we just brought back.
Nice.
So it was
Nice.
yeah,
Priorities. You got your priorities in
fucking
check.
damn right we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Have you, Andy? You'll probably have been there. I don't know about Charlie, but there's a place in the UK called Stable.
Stable. I've heard of it. I haven't
Stable.
been there.
Where horses
Yeah.
kept in
Like
it.
a pizza place. Idiot. It's like a pizza place, and they do
Dumb.
really fucking good pizzas, like really nice pizzas. But they also do like they're really big on their ciders, and they do like a cider tasting that every time you go, it's different. And it's just 5/3 cider, and they've all got different tastes and different strengths, kind of thing. And it's great. I think more places should do like taster boards of things, because you can just order it, sit down, and taste a load. Some you might not like, but then you can go, okay, well that was my favorite. I'll get a pint of that.
Yeah, I mean, that is one thing. I've never been to there before. Like, where it's like a whole taste of, like, you buy it, I assume.
Yeah,
buy
I
it
think
as well, okay.
I think it's like a tenner, and you get 5/3,
Okay, well that's good. That makes sense.
or maybe less than that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Like, because I mean, I mean, I assume we all have done that thing where you go to a pub and then you're like, can I try that to a drink? And they give you like a little spittles worth. But what
Guy stood behind the bar goes,
you just Bah! What is the socially acceptable amount of taste can you do before you just have to buy one?
a pint. Or half
pint?
I reckon you can
Are you
taste up
are
to
you
a half
taste
pint.
tested a pint?
Man.
Yeah, mate,
I reckon you can go, yeah, that's all right. Do you mind if I try it again? I reckon you could go until you have a half pint, and then he's like, right, you've had a half pint now, come on.
And then you go, nah, I don't want it. Wasn't for me.
Nah, it tastes like shit, actually.
Yeah. I'll just take
Can I
another
taste the
half.
next one?
Yeah. Because I don't think I've ever once asked for a taste of it. Because I don't know why, I just always feel guilty. I always just get like this feeling like, ooh, I'm taking it.
Naughty.
Saucy.
To be fair, I don't really ask to try them, just because I just get them.
Don't fuck about.
Yeah, just because also it's only a pint. Like, if you buy a pint and you don't like it, it's going to be 15 minutes and it's gone.
Very true. 15
And then you
minutes
can
of
buy a
discomfort.
pint afterwards that you like, that you know you like, and enjoy that one a bit more. And to be fair, I kind of have a thing where every pub I go into, I try and get one I've never had before.
Interesting. So
Because
what?
then so it might, hang on, here you go. Because I do this in in like shops as well. But I've basically got all those.
That's not fair. The
They're
camera's
all
not
blurred out.
focusing at all.
Like, they're all blurred, but you could see the color
Yeah.
differences. And it's basically like, I just go into like I don't know what to call them, alcohol shops, let's call them that, and just get any one I haven't had before, because you never know if that's going to be your least favorite one you've ever had, or it could be the best thing you've ever had in your life.
Very true. Very true.
So I try and do that in pubs as well.
Have you ever had
seems interesting,
an experience which it's been so bad or had such a lasting, profoundly bad impact on you that it's interfered with your entire day? Like, it's just,
the brew dog. I think it's called layer cake, and it's a stout. I think I might have said this at some point. It's basically supposed to taste like a rocky road. So it's like
the
chocolate
dessert?
marshmallow. Yeah, chocolate marshmallow, like strawberry kind of vanilla-y stout. And chocolatey stouts are really nice. There's some really good ones out there. But this one, just for a second, you were like, oh, rocky road.
yeah.
And then for the rest of the time that you're drinking it, elephant shit.
It just tastes like
just
actual rocks
pungent
on a
and
road.
horrid.
Yeah.
yeah. Just awful, like hot tarmac. But that's probably the only one where I've gone, that was fucking horrendous. Every other one, I quite like, to be honest. and it means that you get some really funky cans out of it as well. So, you know.
But flavors like that, I don't understand how. Like, there's what's it called, Green King, the pub chain in the UK.
Yeah.
Charlie, have you been to a Green King? Yeah, it's like Spoons.
I don't think I
basically.
have, but I know what it is. Yeah.
They like, for some reason, at like half the Green Kings, they do this flavor of cider, which is like, I think it's like chocolate caramel or something. I can't remember what it is.
Lord.
But it's like a flavor that you wouldn't, like Rocky Road, like you wouldn't think, oh, I want that in liquid format with alcohol.
I would just think flavors like that would be far too sweet. Like this, for the most part, some of the fruit ciders are far too sweet. Never mind when it's based off a flavor like salted caramel. I just feel like that would be just. I don't know. I feel like it'd be like drinking chocolate sauce.
Too much,
you know what I mean? It's just like
but not as good.
Every kid's dream. Bad idea.
Bad idea.
There's that at that end of the spectrum. There's also a Lily cider, which is mango, which sounds like it's going to be really sweet as well, but it is phenomenal.
Mango.
It's genuinely one of my favourite ciders.
Mango flavor stuff is really good.
Just
magnifique. But it does make you wonder with these obscure tasting, either cans or pints that you could buy at pubs.
Yeah.
Like, how many people are buying them so that they're still being produced? Like, is there like a whole subset of people that just fucking love that Rocky Road stout?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, there's also a subset of people that really love coconut stout as well. I've got one of those there.
I mean, I don't know. I've never had stout.
It's just a shit
that can
show.
be like some
Bounty
people,
bars are awful.
Some people really like coconut. See, I like Bounty bars. That's the thing. I don't know why. I like coconut. I like coconut.
You're that wrongin'.
You are that wrong.
I agree. I agree in the sense that I like coconut.
A list for celebrations.
I'm not a big fan of Bounty, but I like coconuts.
No, I don't know. I like it. They're definitely they're not my preferred one by any stretch of the imagination.
No.
But like,
don't try to save face now, Charlie. You've already admitted that you're a Bounty boy. You're a cute little Bounty
to the
boy.
celebrations box.
My favourite thing was just to eat the best ones at a standard pace, same as everybody else. And then everyone else was like, "Yeah, Bounties and Snickers are left." I'm just like, "I'll have them, thank you."
Well, they're mine, thank you.
Well, Snickers are amazing.
Oh, I've never heard of people leaving Snickers.
Unless you're allergic,
Snickers
then they probably wouldn't be great.
True, yeah. That's a good point.
That's a good question. Now, what's in a celebrations box? Or is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Malteser.
Yeah, Malteser, Milky Way.
We need
Galaxy.
Milky Way.
We need somebody whose job it is to just Google stuff that we talk about.
Bounty, Snickers, Mars Bar. I think that's it. The six.
Isn't it Galaxy Caramel? No, Galaxy Caramel's the other ones.
It's just the solid Galaxy, isn't it?
It's Galaxy Caramel as well, I think.
Quality Street is a whole different brand.
No, that's not. It's not Quality Street.
And then there's Heroes that's got like whispers. And,
Heroes is good. I think that's a good question.
Not Curly Whirlies, but that kind of thing. I used to fucking love Curly Whirlies. They're elite.
Right, this is not.
Is it fudge
Celebrations
in that one
box?
as well?
Yeah,
Double
just
deckers.
Snickers, Maltesers, Twix, Milky Way, Bounty, Galaxy, Galaxy Caramel, and Mars Bar.
All right, okay. Rapidly, what are the top three of those? If you
Maltesers top, I've got to say.
Maltesers top. Maltesers is definitely maybe third. I don't know if they're top. Maltesers is one of those ones where it's like it's consistently good. Yeah, no, it's Champions League places.
Would you go top?
Top has got to be, I don't know.
For me personally,
I think,
which is probably a hot take, Milky Way, just because it melts in the mouth and I really like them. I really like Milky Way.
Yeah, I rate Milky Way.
Don't know.
When you were a kid, did you used to take the chocolate off the sides of the Milky Way and just roll the middle bit around and eat that?
No, but okay.
No.
That's fair enough.
No, but you did.
Fair enough. I did, yeah.
No, the best has got to be Snickers. Get some nuts.
Wow.
Fair enough.
You got to get some nuts.
So what do we all think is the worst then? Because we all disagree on the best. What's the worst?
Bounty, obviously. It's for psychos.
I mean, even though I like them, it's probably still Bounty. Like,
yeah.
Like the rest you can't.
You just like them the least.
It's like they're good.
Yeah.
They're good. They're not amazing, but they're good. Like, they're not bad.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I kind of respect that
enough.
Celebrations has obviously. I mean, I don't know how long Celebrations as a thing has been around for. At least a few decades.
Yeah.
It's almost universally Bounty is almost universally hated.
Yeah.
by most people.
I think
and they keep it in.
Speaking about things that only have a market in a certain thing, I reckon Bounty only sell that size. They just sell to celebrations.
No, because Bounty
nobody buys a bar of Bounty.
That is a good. I think if I ever saw someone,
a criminal offence.
If I ever saw someone at checkout with a bar, what, aren't available?
Milky Ways, I don't think they're available now either. As just like a bar, I think it's just in the
I think
celebrations.
so. Like the little ones, they still do little ones. Yeah. Again, I wouldn't go buy one because if I'm getting a chocolate bar, I'll get like a double decker. But hot take, double deckers are the best chocolate bars.
Ooh. I'd say.
Yeah.
You make a good point. I would argue that overall, double deckers are consistently amazing, but on an individual level, people go through phases of what their favorite chocolate bar is. So, for instance,
that's true. Actually,
for a year or two, I was a big Boost boy.
Of course you were.
I got Boost.
Scream Boost.
I didn't get what I'd gone from never trying one to being like borderline addicted to them. And then I don't think I've had one in like 4 years. I've been boosted. Waxed back.
Did you used to get the energy? Did you used to get the energy drink as well?
No. This was my my hesitation because I don't like energy drinks, and I thought Boost bars were just going to be chocolate energy drinks.
Can you imagine biting into that?
Bar.
Can you imagine biting into like a bar of chocolate that tastes like Red Bull? Imagine how horrible that would be.
God.
No, it just
awful.
is the liquid. Just you
like
bite
a
it,
fucking
just
thing of
drink.
Jägermeister with it, just like.
Just to feel at home.
That sounds sick. To be fair, chocolatey Jägermeister. That sounds awesome.
You know that way when you shot it, yeah. that way when you shot it, you just get the chocolate slightly clogging your throat. You know, it's beautiful.
What would you say, actually, on the topic of kind of like combinations, like weird combinations that are actually good? What weird combinations of alcohol have you tried that actually you've gone, oh shit, that was actually quite good?
Great question.
Like that was a
very good question.
A bit of a banger. Because I remember the one that who was it? I think it was me and Adam. No, it definitely was me and Adam. Used to make in sixth form was like, was it like a bottle of Disaronno, a half a bottle of Archer's lemonade, and then Copperbergs. And just used to mix it all in, and it tasted amazing. But we started calling it slingshot because it was like you're drinking it, and then suddenly it just hits you in the face, and then all the alcohol just goes.
You just black out. You just wake up 5 hours later, and you're like, oh, that's what happens.
Literally.
I don't think I've ever really like tried mixing things. I'm a pretty basic bitch when it comes to alcohol. It's just like oh, there's a can of this. I'll try that. I'll just try that.
So if you're going somewhere and you need to order a drink that isn't, you know, a cider or a beer, what do you order? Like it doesn't come in
bottle
pint
of white wine with the sippy cup.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry, have you got a bottle of white wine with any Cars 2 themed plastic cups? You got any? It's like
well, we do actually, yeah. Sorry, we've only got the Monsters University cups left.
Nah, put it in bin.
Do me a favour, pour it in, then pour it out again.
Yeah, just pour it straight in the bin.
Pour it out.
I think I'd probably go for like probably ales, or I don't know. There's certain there's very specific like gins which are quite good. But yeah, I don't know.
You're not a spirit man.
No,
you haven't got any school spirit.
I don't have any school spirit. No, I don't. No. I'm not a fan of them really. But then again, I think that's because I'm more. I like drinking to chat with other people. When you've had 4 shots, it's not really what you can do. You know, if you've had 4 shots of something in the space of 5 minutes, and then you're drinking other stuff beyond that, you're blacked out in a bit. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like
I had 4 shots before this. Cool.
I think we're all pretty versatile in the way that we could get to a pub at like 11 a.m. and just sit and drink pints really slowly. 4 a.m.
Yeah,
like quite
and then
easily.
drive home because I'm not drunk anymore.
Whereas we could all walk into a party late and go, shit, we need to catch up, and just slam back like 6 shots.
I would only drink. Yeah,
up,
I think I only drink shots at like a party when I'm like 2 or 3 hours behind everybody else. And you got to catch up. That's the only time I do it. And in terms of a night out, though, I don't think so. I think I just drink pints and stuff like that. Unless again I'm turning up 2 or 3 hours later than everybody else, then I might have one or two shots just to try and catch up a bit. But
yeah, I'm always dependent on what I've got in my wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, if I've made sure that I've got like 50 quid for a night out, then I'll enjoy my drinks and I'll have nice drinks. Whereas if I've got a tenner, then I'll just get as many shots as a tenner can have, pour them into a glass and walk around with that. That'll be my drinks.
Just the pouring you and you are like a Jaeger bomb, but like before you put the Red Bull in, just put the 10, fucking Jägermeister's worth
shots
in
of
the
tequila
cup.
in there.
Yeah. And you just got
a
like
pint glass.
those little packets of salt that you can like sometimes they give you at spoons to like you just have like 5 of those just draped on your wrist, just ready to lick away. Also, I don't know if this was just me being very sheltered and very unaware of alcohol prior to university, but I didn't realize the whole salt lime tequila thing until probably later on than I should have ever realized.
We used to do that in sixth form, though.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
This is blowing
or if we did,
Andy's
I don't
mind.
remember.
Yeah. Mainly because Andy was stood behind us just doing pickleback after pickleback.
No, mate, they are disgusting. All right, so for the listeners, a pickleback is the very fact that we're even referring to it by this stupid name is testament.
It's actually called that though, because
I know,
but we went
stupid.
We went to Amsterdam and it was on the menu.
Yeah.
I didn't go. Yeah,
you didn't come to that, but I was. At,
it was on the menu.
Yeah, because I went to.
It was on the menu as pickleback.
I was at a place
advertised selling it.
I was at a place which unfortunately didn't survive COVID, so it's closed now. But I was at a place in Amsterdam.
They all died.
Yeah, everyone died. No, and it had it on the menu, and I was like, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, when the guys come over, I've got to take them here. So we did. They've got it. It's the exact.
Great
it's
steakhouse.
Like,
Lovely.
It's the same thing.
So,
it's pickle juice and what's the alcohol? Shot of whiskey. That's it. Yeah, pickle juice and a shot of whiskey, and they had it on the menu. So we didn't invent it, and we thought we did.
Yeah.
Well, we'd assume someone else invented it somewhere.
Which is crazy, because you'd think coming up with the name Pickleback because we were like, haha, yeah, Nickelback,
and it's a pickle.
You got to listen to Nickelback at the same time, and then it's just a thing.
But I suppose it's not exactly an isolated thing, is it? Drinking stuff and listening to Nickelback. Yeah, it's just everywhere. No,
disgusting.
But yeah, it's a shot of pickle juice chased by the whiskey, and the point of it is that the pickle juice layers your mouth with the taste so that the burn of the whiskey doesn't happen and you can actually taste that better.
But in reality, all you do is have about a shot and a half of pure pickle juice, and then the whiskey is the sweet release at the end. Because for me, like I don't know if I vomited, but I definitely did the dry heat. That was purely from the pickle juice. I could have done the shot of whiskey.
I managed to get away with it like every time because it was just like, we're doing picklebacks tonight, and I'm just like, anyone want a lift? I'll drive tonight. That's fine. Of course, everyone's like, yeah, I want a lift. I'm like, good, yeah, I'll pick everybody up. Yeah. Do you want one, Charlie? Oh no, I'm driving, man. I can't do it.
Bastard. We should have made you a virgin
convenient,
pickleback.
That is convenient.
Very convenient.
What's that? Just pickle juice chased
It's just
by
pickle juice. It's just pickle juice.
It's just a pint of pickle juice.
That'd be even worse than a pickleback. Just the real shit. No, that's disgusting.
Yeah. No, I think over time, as you slowly do more, like as you get older and you do more drinking games kind of just collectively over time, you slowly get used to the differences or like mixed drinks. Because obviously, if you play like Ring of Fire, the shit mix in the middle, there's loads of people that just don't do it. And so it gets to, a lot of the time, it gets to it where people are like, no, I don't want to do it. And so I'll just sit there and I'll be like, free booze, I'll do it. Like, just suck it up, drink it.
I don't think I've ever witnessed that.
No.
Although then I suppose one question is, how much is your people pouring into the shit mix every time?
It'll end up being about 2.5 pints.
2.5 pints? Fuck me, yeah.
That's fine,
I don't know. That's fine. I remember I did a shit mix once and it was just over a pint, and I thought, Andy's had enough today. I was like, big man.
I guess like us two doing like society stuff at uni as well. You've got down some pretty mean shit with that, like over time.
I'm fine if it's just it's when people start putting shit like ketchup in it. That's when I'm like, no, you're too far. No.
Yeah.
Like
it's when food items start creeping in, like couscous, stuff like that. It's just like, why is this a thing?
That's grim.
I remember I had a poker night with some mates at uni, and we had a shit mix, and the idea was if you lost all of your chips first, you had to do the shit mix. But if not, you could do like an alternate. Like we had a hat with like alternate things in it, like text from your phone, bullshit, like random stuff that you'd see on maybe Piccolo or something. And this guy had a debate between a shit mix, which admittedly probably wasn't that bad. It's just that one guy in our group was drinking beer, and none of us liked beer except for that guy, and he wasn't drinking the shit mix. And so instead, he opted to eat the entire skin of an orange. And I thought, you know what? That is a man that does not like his beer. If you are willing to eat an entire orange skin.
That is zesty.
I respect it. I was like, wow, my thoughts of you have gone up massively. Yeah. But then we just had a shit mix just sitting there.
There was two of the favourite things, or not for me at least, but one of the favourite things that I've ever, like, within a society kind of made a rule of. When we were going on tour. So on the tour bus is 24 hours long. It's like 27 hours. You're going down to Croatia all the way. And the seniors dress up as something. Freshers dress up as something.
When he's referring to seniors, he means upper years, not like
pensioners.
80-year-olds.
So like freshmen and stuff like that. And so me and the two social sex at the time, my boys, Keno and Jack, we were coming up with ideas, and we came up with the idea that the seniors would all be magicians and the freshers would all be rabbits. And the freshers, the only thing they could eat from when we got on the coach to when we arrived in Croatia was a kilo of carrots that we bought.
Healthy.
And they
Very
weren't
healthy.
allowed to use dip, and they had to finish the bag, the kilo of carrots by the time we got to Croatia.
God.
Question, did they peel the carrots? Or was this raw?
No, it's possibly the funniest thing I've ever seen is getting on a coach and then randomly, like every few hours, just going, "Hold your bags of carrots up." Loads of carrots over the seat so you could see.
Did you have that one fucker that ate it slightly too quickly?
Nobody finished it.
Nobody finished it.
Oh, come on.
A kilo of carrots is a surprising amount of carrots.
I reckon I could do it. If I was drinking and I was like, feeling it, I could do a kilo of carrots in 24 hours.
It's a coach.
You
can't drink on the coach. No,
not
allowed to.
Bastards.
They
I
confiscate
won't
all
pass judgment on that because I don't know if I would have. I probably wouldn't have. So I'm not going to pass judgment on the poor souls on that trip.
But then at the same time, you make them you put out challenges that get them excluded from certain things. I did it when I was a freshman. And one of the challenges was like an eating one. Where you got to eat a whole onion, and then a set of chilies, then some baby food, and then a Schmacko dog treat. And it's the first to finish them gets excluded from the next like.
Oh, you get like an exemption pass.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
get a jail free card.
And if like if this sounds all bad and stuff, like on the last day the freshers get to do what. So that kind of.
And one of them straight up killed one of the seniors.
Yeah, just murdered.
A week of abuse had built up into that. No, that is
that's brilliant.
I wonder if things like light hazing. Is that hazing? Yeah, I'd say it's hazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I wonder if
you can't say it anymore because
officially
unions have been banned. Like societies have been full on shut down for having initiation over the last 2 years.
Probably because they got a bit out of hand, right?
Anymore. Yeah. Well, there was a bloke in. Fuck, I want to say Leeds or something, but he like died during his initiation, and so they.
So what you're saying is he was fucking mad
within a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And so, well, I think I've told this story before. A guy at, I won't say what uni, but a guy at my uni.
Yes.
In football,
Oxford University.
down like two. I think it was like 2 bottles of wine in a really short amount of time, and he full on passed out in a bathroom, heart stopped, all this stuff. Went to hospital, got resuscitated, went to hospital. Next evening, we see him on his way to Prees. We hear the story of him like full on being pronounced dead and getting resuscitated and it.
As
we
he's
see him
sipping
the next
a
day
whiskey
walking to Prees and holding his like 10-pack. We're like, right. And he was like, yeah, I spent the afternoon in hospital, got out, so I'm just on my way to Prees. I'll see you at Bob.
Man, you gotta love public healthcare. That really enables stuff like that.
Like what the fuck?
Take a day off, man. Take a day off. No one will blame you.
Man's a machine.
No, because what he wanted is he was probably still buzzing off the drugs. So he probably wanted to.
Yeah.
He probably wanted to
Got
ride that
morphine
wave.
in his system.
Yeah, he's like gets punched in the face, doesn't move at all.
Really, really mellow.
It's the kind of thing that makes me think, though, that I'd have been absolutely crap at uni. Just because, like I'm the sort of person who looks like, you get like Instagram reels, which are just like basically reels of like a massive party or like Burning Man or something like that. And it's like, this is insane. There's loads of sounds, loads of people go, woo, and I just look at that and think, that looks awful. I don't want to be within 200 meters of that place. It's just, I don't know. It's not like, I think it'd be something which, in a party atmosphere, I think I'd do. But if there's loads and loads of like, I don't know, I'm happier with like a group of like 30 people who I know really well, rather than just like I fucking hate nightclubs. I can't stand them. I think it's just I'm happier just having like groups of mates rather than going to like a place with pounding techno and loads of people I don't know. It's just a bit, I don't know. It's probably a bit antisocial, but I just hate that.
Well, no, because I kind of agree with you, and I don't think it's necessarily antisocial, because I'd rather go to a pub and sit and talk to my mates, like sit and communicate with them, than go into a nightclub and not be able to do that.
But I
think it's even more social than antisocial.
Meeting new people in a pub is quite fun and quite easy, because that's the atmosphere it gives. Meeting
definitely.
new people in a club is not that easy, because you can't hear what someone's saying.
And I think in a club, a lot of the time, meeting new people in a club is specifically looking to pick up.
Which,
whereas in a pub, if you just lean over and just start chatting to a group of people,
who
cares?
It's a completely different environment. I suppose it's also one of those things where it's like, I know we're not that old, but it is kind of an age thing. Like,
100%. Yeah, the best thing you can do at 18 is go to a pub.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if I was
to 19, I was fully up for that sort of shit. But
Like, if I had to tackle a freshers week, like, I don't know anyone, it's completely new.
I thought you were just going to say tackle a fresher.
If I tackle a fresher, I think I just aim for a small one.
Maybe like a Quidditch player,
Yeah. One, socially awkward, so they won't call me out for it. But no, I don't think. I think it would be definitely like a challenge. Not really. I think I could do it, but it'd just be one of those things where I'm like, why don't we just like go to Spoons and play some pool?
Yeah. With you.
Oh my god, that is a whole other like. So the universities that James and I went to, I don't know about you, James, but in the city I went to, don't know if we're keeping the secret or not. I don't know. There was only one pub that had a pool table.
Ooh.
The entire city, only one.
That's depressing.
And of course, it's fucking busy, isn't it? Because it's the only one.
Yeah.
So
the really studenty one that we always used to go to had one, but luckily, the city I was in is notoriously known for having a ridiculous amount of pubs for how actually big it is.
Yeah.
So like, there's a tube map of pub crawls in this city.
Very nice. As
which has like eight pubs per line, and there's like 10 lines.
Nice.
Like,
well, that's just the UK.
So there were loads of pool tables. No.
I think like some places obviously have a lot more, but the UK is one of these places where if you're like within some sort of built up city town, there is probably quite a few. Although I guess the distinction is is that some places you definitely probably wouldn't want to go in, whereas some, like, you know, ideally you want one where you can go in all the types of pubs they have, rather than, like, have you ever walked into a pub and you thought, "Ooh, this isn't my people"?
Yeah.
Like, this is not a part of me.
Where it's only individual old blokes sat at the bar, and they all, as you walk in, go.
Those can be fun depending on how pissed you are. I'm going to put it out there. If you're with a group of your mates, you walk into one of those pubs, you're like, "All right, guys, what's going on?"
And they're like, "Oh, this fucking idiot's
the
back."
kind of people who are just like, "No one's allowed in our pub. We're the locals, and you can't be in it." You're like, "Woohoo!" You know, I think if you're quite pissed, that is quite funny to do. I think just like going somewhere where everyone in there just looks like, "Who the fuck are you?" And you go, "What's going on, Cam?"
Because then they're the weird ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also, those were the good ones to start like preying at in Guernsey because they were the furthest within walking distance of town. So you could start there and walk past loads of pubs.
But with those sorts of pubs as well, if you've gone in them a couple of times, sometimes they'll give a shit, but a lot of the time they won't care. Like the locals just won't care. If you're not bothering anybody, if you're not annoying anyone, you know, making a fuss.
If you're not being a dickhead,
people don't mind you being in there. And I think it's mainly the reason they stare down new people in is because they think you're going to do that. So if you show you're not going to do it, they don't care that you're there, like at all.
Especially a lot of 18-year-olds are probably really fucking annoying. Like I can imagine if I went back and like tried to hang out with all of us at 18,
be insufferable.
You know, I don't think it would because we weren't as insufferable as everyone else.
No,
but like it would still be annoying.
Yeah, it would be a different experience.
So,
as now we're all
and
old.
I wouldn't like to do it at all. I would hate to talk to 18-year-old.
Yeah, I would.
He was a dickhead.
I'd be fascinated. I don't know. I don't know what advice.
I'd argue that 18-year-old me wasn't a massive dickhead, but because that's basically when I started uni. So I'd say that maybe 16 to 17.
Peak James.
I wouldn't like to talk to 18-year-old me because then they'd know I'm still a failure. So.
That's good. You're like, "Don't worry, guy. You keep it consistent."
Yeah. Bro, you gotta sort life out. I'm fucking struggling here, man. You gotta.
Also, buy Bitcoin.
yeah, literally.
GameStop.
Put money
on
Bitcoin. Leicester to win the league.
Yeah. That is what, like, you know, have you ever seen those like inspirational quotes or like actors or people getting interviewed? Like, if you could talk to, you know, yourself before you started acting, what advice would you give them? It wouldn't be like, you know, try hard, persevere. It would be, all right, I need to get your dad or mum to give you as much money as you can and buy these things, and you will be fucking minted. That is all you have to do, and then fucking
genuinely 100%. Yeah,
it would just be that
100%.
It'd be Leicester,
and then tell them when to buy out as well. So like say right, buy in at Bitcoin at just to get in like now
2010
and
or
buy
whatever
out
it is,
just before it all drops. Like, and also buy into Amazon. You know, like all these different things. Buy into them now. And then just.
That's one of those things where if someone ever answers like, you know, I just tell them, you know, that there might be some hard times, there might be some good times, but you know, you're gonna make it through it and you're gonna be in a really happy place. Nah, fuck that.
Live, laugh,
Put
love.
$5,000 on Leicester winning the league in 2016.
You'll be sorted.
You'll be sorted, and I can tell you the results of all the Champions League finals for the past, you know, 5-10 years. Just do all
or even
that
just
shit.
Results that, you know, people wouldn't expect. So just go like weird results. Go like mental.
Raducanu, the female tennis player.
Yeah.
So what would you do if you go back in time?
Like go
just
stuff
like talk to 18-year-old self. Right, this sounds mental, right? Forest are going to knock out Arsenal twice in the FA Cup.
You're like,
put
what?
Money on it.
You're like, wait, shit now.
Younger you is still trying to like comprehend what's that. Wait, are you from the future? What is going on?
Also,
shut up.
Younger you's like, what? You mean 2 times Champions League winning Nottingham Forest?
Just also sort your shit out, mate. Fuck now.
Also, Ollie's going to be the manager of Man United for like way too long. Spoiler alert.
Way too soon.
Yeah.
And then it's like Ronaldo comes back. It's like, oh, that's really good.
Don't get too excited. It's very mid.
Also,
very mid-table.
Yeah. I just also tell him to not buy
actually-
loads of video games that I regret buying.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I tell him to not sell my PC.
yeah.
That'd be one of them.
First,
Save
like,
all my money save all my fucking money that I earned from working when I was 13. Where is all that money? It all went on fucking booze when I turned 16.
And it's beautiful.
Andy would be like,
save
you
that.
have one thing which you can say to 18-year-old self. Andy's just like, right, don't get Elder Scrolls, mate. Don't
get Elder Scrolls Online.
Don't get Elder Scrolls
pre-order
Online.
that. Honestly,
Biggest waste of
I wanna-
40 quid of your entire life.
I want to go in on that for just for like 2 minutes.
Oh.
So Elder Scrolls Online,
Yeah,
Here comes the
Elder
rant.
Scrolls
we'll
Online
mute.
Comes the rant.
was Elder Scrolls Online. I don't know if people remember this. Was like much like Elder Scrolls 6, which was teased. What was that, a year ago? No,
Yeah,
a year and a
something
bit
like
ago.
that, yeah.
It's been teased for fucking ages. They did the same with Elder Scrolls Online. It was teased like I think 2 to 3 years before it actually came out.
Yeah.
Because I love Skyrim, as I assume everyone in this call does, or at least likes it. I'm a huge fan of Skyrim. Played hundreds of hours of that game, and I thought naively that Elder Scrolls Online would just be Skyrim that I can play with my mates.
I thought exactly the same.
I thought, in which case, be a fucking great game, because that's probably the one way of adding something to Skyrim is the ability to do shit with your mates. Oh no. So of course, keen little me, just like James, not much money, in general. I spent 45 quid, which is how much it was to pre-order a video game back in 2012. Now it's like 70.
Yeah.
But I spent 45 quid to pre-order Elder Scrolls Online. About a year and a half, I remember I set a calendar notification for Amazon, so I got an email as soon as it was available for pre-order. That's how keen I was. I wanted to get in a year early, and then I played it.
I think we all pre-ordered it.
Yeah,
I'm right. No.
I think I played it with lots of people like from Guernsey, and played it. It was just a fucking World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess looking back on it, because I was really angry at that as well. But now looking back on it, we should have known that that's what.
Oh,
it
we
was
should
gonna
have.
be.
Oh yeah. That was on
Like,
me for not
They
fully
didn't
appreciating
go.
it.
Oh, by the way, it's not an MMO. And then it just turned out to be an MMO. Like they said, it was going to be an MMO.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things.
But
Well,
we
you-
all just went.
I think the big,
Just went, no, it's Skyrim multiplayer.
big thing-
and then we just.
the big thing for me was I just looked at this and I thought, I just don't have time to play this. Like, I thought some of the abilities were pretty cool and stuff, but it was like to get anywhere and to upgrade everything, I've got to go mining and I've got to cut down trees and I've got to do all this. I was just, I don't have time to do this shit. I really don't.
Like the New World game that came out. Everybody loved that, but that just looked like a fucking
Yeah,
crime.
that's what I thought.
But now it's dead.
It's dead.
Like
yeah.
it's dead again. Nobody's playing it. So
Yeah.
it's so quick to be like, oh, this is really interesting. Let's go play it. Blah 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 blah. Dies.
Yeah.
And stuff like that extra sucks then because if you are one of the people that like does grind it out and do like or does just enjoy playing it loads, then all of your mates, you're like the only person playing, or even weirder sometimes is you're the only person playing and you're like level 500 and they're like level 30 and you're like, oh well, now we can't really do the same shit together now because we're different.
That's why I think
levels.
Things like Elder Scrolls Online, if they had, made it a MMO option, you could just join a server, but then just private server things.
Yeah.
I understand that it is a lot more kind of like demand on the company, but just if you could just make a private server and us three could just jump into a world,
Or at the very least do private.
I probably
like,
would have
sections.
adored that game if
Yeah.
possible. Like if it had just been able to, like, a small group of people just jump into a server, or you make a server where there's like a Minecraft server where people can jump in it whenever they want.
Yeah.
In golden.
That would have been beaut. But
Just-
alas, no. I
Just the
suppose
thought of running into a fucking the wild and then getting shot by a level 99.
Yeah, it's crap.
It's like, oh,
was like
sick.
GTA.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like, yeah.
But on GTA you can do private servers, so it's not really.
Well,
yeah.
you
The
can,
same.
but to get like the stuff for the motorbike club and the other, I can't remember what the other one was, like the businesses
You've got to do,
and
like,
the
that
bunker. You've got to do a
weird-
glitch.
Yeah.
You need to take advantage of a glitch which isn't supposed to be there, because otherwise all your shit just gets destroyed straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but at least you can do it. At least there's a way of the keen people like us.
There was an element of RNG to it as well, which I fucking hated. Because I started playing GTA again. I picked up a little bit. I got like a business sort of thing. And then there was a mission which I'd spent, oh God, it must have been at least 4 or 5 hours of my time driving these things and filling up this warehouse. And then you had to do a warehouse drop thing. You drive over the top. It gave me a plane in a really low-lying area, and I went straight into some trees, and the whole lot was down the drain, and I have not touched the game since, because I was just like, that is like all that time I spent doing that for no fucking reason. I'm not doing this anymore. It's not worth it.
That is something about,
it's not worth my time.
I don't know, like games, I don't know what it is where sometimes games do. I kind of get why they do that, because it's like there's like high stakes, and like if you succeed, you're like, oh, I got away with it.
Yeah.
But then like a small example is games like that, like GTA, like that is something where I would like, oh, I'm not playing this game again, or at least for a while. Like fucking. So I mentioned this to these two previously, but I did 3 icon packs on FIFA, and I spent
makes dead eye contact with the camera.
I did. I spent.
What happened here?
So for context, this year I play Ultimate Team. That's the game I play all the time. I have a lot of coins. I've been very lucky with packs. Got some big players. Got some money, some coins in the game. So I'm like, you know what? I'll do some icon packs because I never do them. And I realised why I never do them. I spent 1.2 mil on them, and I got about 400k back.
This is
and I'm impressed that I still played the game.
It's how EA makes money, though, isn't it? At this point, like, we should know this
Pretty
is
much.
what they do.
Yeah, it's just like, because what happened was I got those shit players, and then a small part of me thought, well, if I just put 15 quid on this, I can get players to make more packs. And I'm like, no, that's what they want.
That's what they want me to do.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck, I had to catch myself. No, it's
well, that's EA in a nutshell, isn't it? They're oh, what was that? Did you see there was a football game released recently?
Oh, yeah. What is that? I've seen like pro footballers like taking pictures with it and stuff.
Yeah, well, it had like I assume Ronaldo's going and promoting it and all that, but not a clue.
It's not like it's not PES, and it's not whatever PES became, which is I can't remember what eFootball was that what PES became?
Yeah, and that was a free to play, which basically put it down the bin. I think. I mean, it was PES; it was already in the bin anyway. Give me 1 second. I'll quick look it up.
How the mighty did fall with PES. Shout out to PES 04 with Thierry Henry on the cover. What a game!
UFL.
Ultimate Fighting
League. We are football fans and passionate gamers who aspire to reinvent football video games and offer players worldwide a revolutionary gaming experience.
Is it out, or is it to be released?
Coming out this year, I think. Initial release date 2022. Doesn't say when though.
Interesting.
So,
bold. That is a very bold
not a scoop.
market to attack. That FIFA pretty much have on wraps.
Yeah,
and Football Manager, I guess, as well.
Chokehold on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah. I guess that's it. Every side of it is kind of covered. They've got, Football Manager takes kind of like the analytical, more kind of
numbers way of
serious side of it. Yeah. And then FIFA is much more Ultimate Team kind of driven. But they've got. I'm looking at the players now. They've got Lukaku, Kevin De Bruyne, Zinchenko, Firmino, Ronaldo. I mean, clearly a lot of money's been pumped into it.
Interesting. Maybe this is like a Konami. Who made PES? Was that Konami? I can't remember. Konami shell company trying to prop it up.
Yeah, maybe.
Crazy.
I mean, it's football. It's going to make money.
Yeah, but is it though? Did PES ever make money? Like, I do not get how they kept on churning out stuff every year.
I still think I think because they had the diehard people who were like, it's better than FIFA. Every year it was like, it is better than FIFA. So they played it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't have exactly been wrong, would it? Like,
I mean, ultimately, it's just kind of like...
I never played it, so...
PES is it is pretty much the same, except FIFA have got more branding.
Yeah.
Although not even loads, because they got Piemonte Calcio as Juventus. So...
Well, yeah. But then, you've got FIFA YouTubers, and that does all their advertising for them.
Yeah,
you don't need any type of advertising and branding. If people know a game comes out every year, your favorite FIFA YouTuber will be playing it no matter what because it's his livelihood. That is it. That's all you need.
Yeah. It is also one of those games where maybe kind of like COD used to be for me, where it's like kind of by default I buy it every year. I don't necessarily think about it too much. I kind of just I'm like, oh, FIFA, the new features are shit. I'm still gonna buy it though. Yeah. Like it's one of those things where, it was like
I'm glad that I haven't bought anything like that in a while.
Yeah, same.
Like, I haven't had a recent FIFA or a recent COD since Black Ops 2.
Jesus, it's 2012.
Yeah.
Or 2013, whatever that was. Fair.
Maybe Black Ops 2. Modern Warfare 3. Did that come after Black Ops 2?
No, that came. I don't know. I never played Black Ops 2. That's one of the CODs I've never played.
World at War, COD 4, World at War. Modern Warfare 2.
2, yeah.
Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, Infinite Warfare.
Oh, what a game. Was Infinite Warfare the one that we played the shit out of, Charles, or was that Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare. We did as many Easter eggs as possible in the zombies one. We only missed out on one of them. We did the other 3.
But that was because it was a glitch.
Mm-hmm.
We would have done it otherwise.
Yeah.
Burger Town. Fuck you, Burger Town. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burger Town.
Yeah, that was the map. I think. The one which remains my favourite map on like zombies, because I didn't like the old zombies for whatever reason. I just don't know. I just got trapped too easily. It's pretty shit. Fuck you.
Mad because you bad.
Mad because you're bad. Yeah, literally. But Advanced Warfare sort of like dumbed it down a bit for me, because you got the exosuit, so you can jump around and do different things, and I really liked that aspect of it, and the sliding as well. The sliding through. I really liked, and I don't know. I quite like futuristic weapons and shit. I quite like that. So the aesthetic of it was good for me. And the underwater map on that one, which me and Andy spent like 3 hours doing the Easter egg of, was like really fun. I had a lot of fun playing that one. It was great.
Was that like a dome?
I think it was supposed to be
like
like
parts of it,
like a ship or something.
Yeah,
like was under or no, like a. Do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Attack of the Clones, Camino.
Yeah.
The where it's all
right, okay, yeah.
Just it's like that's sad that you all instantly understand what that means.
Yeah.
But kind of just like this weird kind of semi-futuristic looking place surrounded by water.
I think that might be why I liked it so much, because it did remind me of Camino, and I think Camino is pretty cool.
Maybe,
cool place.
Yeah.
Because it had that bit at the top,
it's a
and
very
then you
cool
just
place.
jump down, and you're just like in like if you unlock all the doors, it's basically like a big ring, pretty much. And I don't know, I like the impact grenades. Firing grenades out of an arm launcher was really cool to me. I found that really fun.
It just looks sick,
great.
doesn't it?
I found that fun.
To be fair, like the Advanced Warfare mechanics was something where it's like it made zombies more fun, but made multiplayer less fun.
Multiplayer was shit.
Like I don't know.
But I never play multiplayer COD because I just get shat on because I'm bad at it, so I don't bother. So.
If you could, just relating to Camino, if you could live on one Star Wars planet, what planet would it be?
It wouldn't be Camino. That place fucking raining all the time.
Yeah, it's raining all the time. And plus, I'm not a great swimmer.
And, you know, I'd be fucking feeling insecure because all these people are like 8 foot tall. The Caminoans.
With hella neck.
Or they're super soldiers. So I'm screwed.
Or bounty hunters. They're just all cool
Are there many
people.
planets which are cool? Hoth is shit, and you wouldn't go there. Mustafar.
Hoth's a bit crap. Tatooine's a bit crap.
Tatooine's basically Australia, the planet, but it's like
Alderaan.
Alderaan would be cool.
Well, the thing with Alderaan and Coruscant and stuff is they're like typical cities, though. Spoilers for Star Wars.
I could smell your foul stench.
Zoinks. What a reference there, James.
Yeah. I reckon. Is it Kashyyyk?
Kashyyyk, the Wookiees.
Oh, Kashyyyk could be all right.
Yeah. With all the Wookiees, Kashyyyk would be pretty cool.
I'd be like their little bitch boy that like I don't know does errands for them.
Yeah.
Because they're all like again huge
literally.
beast-looking things.
Yeah. What's I can't remember what the planet where Yoda lives is called.
Dagobah. That's not its own planet, but it's a jungle one. I would not go there.
It's a system, isn't it? Dagobah's system.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the planet as well.
I think it's the planet, but Luke says Dagobah. Like we need to go to the Dagobah. We need to go to the Dagobah system. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Naboo would be pretty cool.
Yeah, Naboo. That's
Naboo
probably
would be dope,
that's probably
yeah.
the most normal one though. Out of
You could roll around in the grass.
Where's
Be nice.
I think Coruscant is pretty.
sand.
Coruscant's pretty normal as
Coruscant.
well.
Coruscant would be cool.
Croissant.
Yeah.
Coruscant. How do you pronounce that?
Coruscant would be cool, yeah.
I think it's
Coruscant.
Coruscant.
It's not another C. It's Coruscant, right? Coruscant.
It's not Coruscant.
Coruscant.
Do you think George Lucas is like Coruscant?
He runs our country, doesn't he? He runs the UK.
It's oh god, the
Coruscant.
pronunciation is not helpful. Yeah, Coruscant.
I typed in Coruscant and it came up with a picture of a croissant.
It's Coruscant. Yeah.
I swear it's Coruscant. Yeah, Coruscant.
Well, this is how you pronounce it according to
fuck
Wikipedia.
with
Yeah, I
me.
know. I just saw that. It's very helpful.
Yeah, Coruscant.
Chorus. We've seen these movies so many times. How do we not know what
Coruscant.
this?
But that one is basically anyway, whatever it is. That one is
It's
Coruscant.
just it's an
Croissant.
industrial
it's just
city.
a city.
isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just a city
it's a
across
pretty,
the whole planet.
Pretty cool city.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
But it's
yeah.
a city.
But there's the above. There's essentially like in Arcane. There's the above ground and the below ground. So the below of Coruscant is just crime.
Yeah.
It's all seedy.
It's just all crime. Even though the Jedi fucking live on it and train on it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be with the place
So there's just crime everywhere. So.
where Lando Calrissian is in the number 5. The
Oh,
fucking
with the Ewoks. No,
no,
not that.
no, that's
Sky City. He's in Sky City.
Yeah,
Which
that looks
is
alright.
in-
Although I would be terrified. Imagine if you had vertigo there. That would not be good.
Yeah, it'd be a bit shit, wouldn't it?
That would be a bit shit.
Or if you just tripped on your balcony. Normally you trip on a balcony and you've got maybe a 1-story full. You trip on a balcony there.
I sincerely hope they don't have balconies in that place. Like, you just that's
balcony
just
city.
asking for trouble. Yeah,
Where are the Ewoks?
they're on
thinking about it.
Endor,
On a moon.
the forest moon of Endor.
The Morris
forest moon of
moon. The
Endor.
forest moon of Endor.
The
The
Morrisons.
Morrisons.
The Morrisons
There's
of
another
Endor.
species on Endor which is apparently eats the Ewoks. It's quite funny.
Ah.
and that species is
I
human.
rate I rate the lore of Star Wars, just how much there is. Kind of dope.
Yeah.
It is very extensive. Although, much to some controversial stuff is so. James and I are watching the Book of Boba Fett right now. I'm slightly behind, but doesn't like the Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett or Boba or Boba?
Oh,
Bob.
Robert.
Boba Fett.
Robert.
Robert Fett, as he is fully known. That's on his passport.
I think it's it's
Boba?
Boba,
Boba.
because if it was Boba, it'd be Bobba.
Oh yeah, Boba Fett.
Yeah,
There you
sure.
go.
Boba.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Like, do they not veer away from, the canon of it? Like, do they not?
What do you mean?
Like, I remember when Mandalorian came out, like the first season had ended, and like there was this like backlash that we can spoil the end of season of the Mandalorian season 2, can't we? That was quite a while ago now.
I haven't seen
That
it,
was-
but knock yourself out.
Well, basically, the Mandalorian finds a notable Jedi.
Oh yeah, I know about that. I was all over
Um,
Twitter. I couldn't have missed that.
Oh yeah, he finds Luke.
All right.
Luke
Sick.
finds
Luke
him
shows
more
up.
accurately. Yeah,
Yeah.
and apparently that was
no,
not.
no, it doesn't break any canon so far.
Oh, that's all right then. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, people who read the kind of comics and all that kind of shit might say like Luke wasn't there at that time, but film-wise, all the shit that happened in the crap Noob 3,
Yeah,
can
but
still
those three
happen
broke
because
canon.
this
though.
is Luke.
They did.
They
Everybody
broke-
did.
They
too
broke
much.
everything, and they're just like, oh, the 3 films are canon now. It's just like,
Do you know what?
it's pretty shit though compared to
Okay,
the other
but then
canon.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Luke Grogu can be Luke's first student at school that then Ben
Kylo.
Solo comes to.
Sorry, yeah,
But
Ben.
Grogu can leave by
Yeah.
that point or some shit.
Yeah.
Because Luke in this is still, still pretty young.
Do you know what? Okay, controversial opinion. The most recent 3 Star Wars films were okay, aside from a few very bad moments which made them feel worse.
Yeah, I think that's relatively fair.
I think they
I
were
think
okay.
Visually,
they weren't
they
bad.
were stunning. Like
Yeah.
they looked incredible, but there was just too many bad things.
There was just, I don't know, the thing is, with each one, there was like this one moment at least where you thought,
I liked the memes that came out of them.
I think there was more than that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like the prequel memes. The prequel memes are immense.
Yeah.
Well, the prequel will always be the best 3.
But, like-
so let's not even debate that. How dare you? Put that eyebrow down, James.
Pardon?
The prequel are the best. Now this is pod racing.
The fundamental issue I always had with like Star Wars and stuff, though, is actually, before I go into that, the meme where they were just like, "This is the Death Star, and this is Starkiller Base, and this is pod racing."
Yeah.
That one was like my favourite meme for so long because I just love that shit. I don't know why I find that so funny. The main issue I have with Star Wars as a whole is the best bit about Star Wars. The most interesting thing about Star Wars is like the Jedi. And it's like, we're going to cover the time period where they all die. And then the next 6 films,
And there's
there's
none
going
of
to be
them.
like none of them left. Which is why I actually really liked like episodes 1 to 3 just because there were Jedi in it. And I was like, this is sick. I like Jedi.
Well, everywhere.
And,
Yeah.
and there still isn't a lightsaber battle that's better than Obi-Wan versus Anakin in Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
Sorry,
right, yeah, that's so
I
good,
will
yeah.
die on that hill.
Yeah.
That one is the best one
No,
we've seen.
I will too.
By a mile.
I think that you saying, like, you messaged me the other day and you were like, is it worth watching the Clone Wars
Yeah.
series? It's worth watching the Clone Wars series because it is revolved around what happens in the Clone Wars when there are still quite a few
Yeah.
Jedi. So, like, it's actually nice to have, there's, like, certain episodes where it is just Ki-Adi-Mundi.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like,
Yeah.
just existing and just being a Jedi with his Imperial
Yeah.
Force. Or, like, what are they called? They're, like, Stormtroopers.
The
but they're not
Republic.
They're like clone troopers, but they're particularly sick. They're like Space Marines or the
Yeah.
clone. The
They're like
Marines of something.
the-
But he basically
The
commands
Bad
like,
Batch
the
is
Marines of the clones,
They do something
basically.
like that. It's like a series as well.
and then it focuses on clones as well. So it's like really sick certain like pieces of information rather than just being like, oh look, here's a guy that's going to become Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which is like, and especially because
very-
I think there's so many interesting things about the Jedi. Like we don't know anything about how they were formed. We don't know how the first Sith were formed. But I mean, I'm guessing there's canon out there, but I haven't seen anything of it. There's no films of it. Qui-Gon Jinn is someone.
Sith were a race.
Yeah, and Qui-Gon Jinn, I feel, is someone you could definitely make a series on because as a Jedi, he was quite interesting.
Obi-Wan's getting his own series.
which I think would be cool.
That's him post. What is it? It's post leaving Anakin.
Yeah.
So it's him when he's kind of looking over Luke and that kind of thing.
Oh, you're talking
we're gonna get-
about Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
The Obi-Wan series, yeah. So we're going to get
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader as well. Which
I mean, I think the Han Solo film was okay. I quite like that. But I thought, and I really liked Rogue One. Actually, Rogue One was great.
Rogue One, brilliant. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So actually, we'll talk about this in another part.
Yeah.
But the question I was going to ask today was basically, after we kind of went on this like massive tangent.
Started off talking
this
about
will be
Rocky
a kind
Road
of-
Stout.
Yeah, this will be a connection. This will be a connection to the next podcast. In that, I want to talk about: does it make a TV show or a film better if they have more realistic and more like frivolent, like grasp on death? So for TV shows and films that kind of just go, look, people die, and just don't care if they kill off characters.
So to put,
So, e.g., Rogue One being able to just go, none of these characters exist any elsewhere. We can just kill everyone.
But
And I
you
thought
go
that
in,
made it so much better of a film.
yeah, but also we know that as well. I suppose if you weren't huge fans of Star Wars, you might not know, but you know that like these characters, they're being introduced to you for the first time. So as soon as you start watching it, you're like, we know they're never mentioned again in the future.
I think it would be good to pick up.
So something's going to happen.
I think it'd be good to pick up on
Yeah.
this straight away, on the next podcast because I think there's a lot to dive into for
would
this,
agree.
and we're past the hour mark now anyway. For this one,
Would
There
you
we
look
go.
at us
so
go?
yeah,
You'll have to watch for part 2.
part 2, I guess, of
Yeah.
the stout to Star Wars tangent. I guess
Oh,
that's what we're going for.
beautiful.
Well,
Should we?
Wonderful.
thanks for
Yeah. Well, thank you.
thanks for watching. Comment
Hopefully, all of our audio is recorded.
comment down below your favourite stout, and Star Wars prequel.
Yeah.
And
why is it
and if
Rocky
you don't like
Road?
Star-
and why is it Rocky Road?
You know.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Wonderful.
Awesome. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you next time.